So you guys know that Thunderlord and Lord of Wolves are one of the most popular damage options for the newest raid. That's what most of the teams have been using for contest. Of course, not mentioning the options like Outbreak and Grand Overture. But what if I tell you there's a primary ammo weapon that deals Queenbreaker DPS and generates super like Outbreak without forcing you and everybody else on Outbreak? Let me introduce you to the new Titan DPS meta, Barrow Dyad. Oh, you still here? I know you got that TikTok attention span, so let me give you all the things you need to know in 20 seconds. Ready? Go. Be on Arc Titan with these aspects and fragments. Equip Barrow Dyad with target lock. Equip the Armor Exotic Peacekeepers. Max out on the weapon stat and secondly super stat as much as possible. Get 2 super fonts, 1 radiant light if you're a team player and want to reset your own surges. Throw in 2 to 3 strand loaders. Get triple strand surges on your boots. Manually reload if the bar on your gun charges a second time to load those chunky blight rounds. And you're one of the top damage numbers on your team. Wait, you want more details? Alright, let me get you those. Here's a quick showcase. On one side we have the DPS of Barrow with Peacekeepers. And on the other side we have Queenbreaker, Thunderlord and Outbreak, all with 1 barricade and Storm's Keep. As you can see, the DPS is pretty close between Queenbreaker and Barrow. Pretty much we are doing Queenbreaker DPS with a lot of super regen on top. Let's go over the build. Let me give you my 2 loadouts I've been running on my Titan for the whole raid. The first loadout is pre-damage setup and my second is the DPS loadout. You should take the Arc Titan subclass with T-Crash. As for the aspects, Storm's Keep and Knockout with Magnitude, Shock, Discharge and Frequency on the fragments. Combine those with the Rally Barricade, Thunderclap and Pulsnade. For the weapons, I use Barrow Dyad with Target Lock. The exotic perk states, this weapon generates blight as it deals damage. Reload the weapon to convert stored blight into blighted seekers. And those blighted seekers deal a shit ton of damage. So what you want to do is shoot the gun until the second pull charge for the blight comes. Reload the gun and repeat. For the other weapons in the other slots, I use Aberrant Action with Heal and Incan with an Eager Edge sword to move around quickly. You can change this special weapon heavy to your liking, for example like an LMG in the heavy slot, as those weapons are not really relevant for the DPS. For the armor I'm running Alpha Lupi, casting the barricade will heal you. Also it got recently buffed. It now offers additional effects. Sustained damage by the barricade triggers a small healing pulse, and healing allies grants barricade energy. On top of that, I'm running the 2 armor set piece bonus called Bushido, which gives me a small amount of healing from a kill after reloading or swapping guns. Damage reduction from the barricade combined with the 2 healing sources should make you almost unkillable, as long as you are hiding behind the barricade. For the rest of the mods, it's pretty much a simple setup. 2 dual siphon on my helmet with powerful friends, to generate orbs with my Barrow and Aberrant, double strand loader to reduce reload times, concussive, solar and void resistance on my chest, because that's the main element Vex are using. Recoup and double scav matching my special and heavy weapon, and the classic Reaper proximity ward with special finishers on the class to generate special ammo on demand. For the damage loadout, I am changing from Alpha Loopy to the Peacekeepers. Peacekeepers will increase the damage we deal on our Barrow Dyad. Each stack increases our SMG damage by 5% and it caps out at 20 stacks, which is a 100% damage increase. Unfortunately, we will lose the stacks after 1 second if we don't hit anything. If we compare Barrow with and without Peacekeepers, we see that Peacekeepers increases our DPS by roughly 41%. The rest of the mods, you should use 2 super fonts and 1 radiant light to refresh your search timer for yourself and teammates, double strand loader for faster reload, concussive, solar and void resist on the chest for the Vex, triple strand surge to increase our damage, and double time dilation with 1 bomber so I can run 1 weapon mod in the slot. The stats you should focus first is weapon damage and secondly super. Aim for at least 60 super. Combined with the 2 super fonts you have, you will be at 100 so you can get the max amount of super regen in DPS. For the artifact, there are only a few ones that will benefit the build, like Flame, Fiber and Freeze, so we have Solar and Strand Siphon mods. Elemental Benevolence, so we generate a small amount of class ability when we are putting down our barricade. Shoulder to shoulder, so we gain 25% damage resist when we are hitting the crits on the boss next to our teammates. Radiant Shrapnel, so we dealing a tiny bit more damage. And lastly, Shield Crush, increasing our grenade damage and the grenade recharge rate. Everything else is not really relevant. So why is Barrow Dyad one of the best DPS option for Titans now? Well, with the changes in Edge of Fate, we now have the weapon stat, which gives primary and special weapons at 200 stat 15 more damage against bosses. The Barrow Dyad is a featured gear currently, which adds another 10%. So we're getting 26.5% more damage on Barrow compared to the previous season. And of course the DPS phases of the newest raids are really long. So weapons with high total damage, with good DPS and super chaining are absolutely cracked. For the people sticking all the way to the end, I really appreciate you for watching and listening to me. Also, recently I got an email from Bungie. They gave me an Edge of Fate key, but I already bought the DLC a couple weeks ago, so I'm giving it away to you guys. All you gotta do is join my Discord and there you will find the giveaway. You can also grab yourself some rolls, only if you want to be notified if I'm posting a new video or stream. Anyways, if you wanna see me soloing The Witness, check out this video right here.